this is Matthew Little of Commerce, and I'm at Popularity.
How do you feel the response has been so far to your music?
It's been pretty good. Actually, I would guess we've just been really pushing it through some people such as Pirate and Musebox here over the last month, and been sort of shocking. It's a good response, and actually the most negative thing we got was from the closest place to us, location-wise, so that was sort of funny. But we're like in East Tennessee, and University of Tennessee probably had the most negative response about our music. But yeah, I've been really happy with it.
What were the expectations that you had going into recording this last time?
Well, we're still sort of in the process of it, and going to Nashville in 2 days to finish up the vocals. And our expectations sort of changed through the process because we were first just going to do another, 6-song EP, but had all the songs, but just didn't really have the time or resources to sort of pull together a full length. But through the course of getting set up with these newer people and meeting new friends and such, we've turned it into a full length, which is now going to be sort of like two-sided 14-song album. And so it went from being, I guess, like our 7 poppiest songs that we were doing all on like a CD to more of just the overall, I guess, dynamic. I don't know how to describe it. I guess put the slower songs and the louder songs all together on one CD. So I'm really happy with that.
Are there any songs that surprised you with taking a different direction than you initially thought that they would?
Not really. We demoed these last spring in my house to click back and everything, and really sat down and tracked everything individually, probably 10 of the 14 songs. So a lot of them have not ventured far from how we hashed it all out last summer. But the 2 to 3, really the most surprising things were there were going to be 3 mainly more acoustic songs, just me and acoustic, and just a few like auxiliary instruments here and there. And those have really they've become our favorites through adding omnichord and using the drum loops off the omnichord, and got my piano tuned, so we're able to use that. And so I guess those have been the most surprising, because last summer when we did them, we just left them acoustic, and then this time around we've added all that, and some bells and glockenspiel and melodicas and all sorts of fun stuff.
What would you say is your favorite part about the album making process?
Absolutely everything. I'm always working on recording songs, because right now, in addition to the 14 we're tracking now, I'm still working on the new ones and have about 25 still that we're hoping something sort of takes off with it. We can continue to keep doing this, but I would say the demoing of them is probably my favorite, just when you can still change stuff about it. And I'd say vocals would be my least favorite, just because singing over and over and over, just your voice gives out. So we should be done with vocals now, but my voice just kept getting scratchier and scratchier. So been to the doctor and everything, trying to cure it up, which I think it's finally in good shape. So gonna get that finished up.
What do you feel you've learned about yourself musically and personally throughout this album creation process?
Well, learned a lot personally. I've been married, or got married, in the time since we started it. And so been going through, I guess, a lot of changes in life in general. Musically, I guess we've just sort of really learn how to put everything together in a precise manner, because when my friend in Nashville that does the recording for us, he actually used to play bass in the band, and the first full-length CD we did, I bet it took us a year and a half, and it wasn't like, hey, we're just working a weekend here or a weekend there. It was a year and a half, just, friendship, and didn't talk for like probably 2 years, and it was the bad situation of going and picking your stuff up and all this, but through the course of both of us sort of going our separate ways and doing things musically and coming back, we're just really surprised at, how much we can get done in a weekend or even in a day. And last year we got the band and took them to Nashville and recorded a Christmas song and did it all within 24 hours, which we were kidding around to sound like 4 years ago that would have taken us 3 weeks, just nonstop. So as far as the efficiency, that's where I really think we've grown musically and are able to do 14 songs on a CD, or to have so many songs sort of waiting around in the wings that we can hopefully jump on as soon as this is wrapped up and efficiently put it out and record it. So,
is there anything you're trying to open people's minds up to with this album?
No. I guess just our sound. Because with the EP, the What Happens Now EP, where the little bit of views we have gotten, or who people say we sound like, have sort of been surprising to me, that some people, that the alternative press thing said we sounded like Owen, or, I listen to him, but I just never really hear it, or, so I guess just the idea of the sounds, because us four, as a four-piece, we've been playing for 2 years with the same lineup, so I really feel like we've gotten to sort of understand each other and work about it that way, and we all play in the band at church together and do all that, so we've really, I guess, not to keep being redundant, but gotten efficient with that and have this understanding of what would work and what wouldn't work. So I guess just the idea of the sounds that people would just take the time to listen and then make their own decision if they like it or not.
What's next?
Well, here over the last 2 weeks, we're starting to get more radio play. I got an email yesterday that said on the CMJ Top 200 we were 161. So that's pretty exciting for just our second week. And hoping to schedule out a tour for once this next album is released. So once the things I say versus things I mean, that we're calling it comes out, we're hoping to release it around probably middle of September, and then do a tour to follow shortly thereafter. And I guess the next thing would be to start looking for places to play shows and just try to get on the road as much as possible in support of this full length, and try to captivate people's attention through a live show, I guess.